Behold, the mystical star of Ishtar. Hey Tubies, Psychic Bob here. It is so awesome to be back with you. Well, welcome to Wiccan Wednesday. For those of you who are new here, by the way, welcome. Every week we have a kind of a different series, and on Wednesdays we do Wiccan Wednesday. We talk about something mystical and magical connected to witchcraft and magic. And anyways, today we are talking about a wonderful and powerful mystical symbol. This is known as the Star of Ishtar. So you're going to say, what are you talking about, Bob? What's the Star of Ishtar? Hold on, let me just throw you some images up here of the Star of Ishtar. Check these out. So as you can see, the Star of Ishtar is a mystical symbol. It is the 8-pointed star, also known as the octagram. That's right, it's got 8 points. Now I know some of you out there are going to say, wait a second, Bob, how many types of stars are there? You've told us about the 5-pointed star back here, which is the pentagram. You've told us about the 6-pointed star, which is the hexagram. You've told us about the 7-pointed star, the heptagram, or the phase star. And now you're telling us there's another star, an 8-pointed star? That is right, the 8-pointed star, another powerful and mystical symbol, the octagram, or commonly known as the Star of Ishtar. Now, you're going to say, wait a second, who is this Ishtar? I don't know about Ishtar. Well, let me tell you who Ishtar is really quickly. Ishtar was an ancient and mystical Babylonian goddess. That's right. She was the goddess of love. Ooh, similar to the goddess Venus. She was the goddess of love, romance, sexuality. Other than that, she was also just the great and powerful mother. She was the goddess of fertility. She oversaw crop growth and harvesting in the fields. And so she was an earth mother, or earth goddess. And she was a general protector of people, a mother goddess to all people who needed the guiding goddess mother. So Ishtar was a very beloved goddess in ancient Babylon. Now the ancient Babylonian culture is known for its magic and mystery, and Ishtar fits right in with that. Now to show you who Ishtar is, let me put some artist renderings up here, some images of how people have perceived the goddess Ishtar. Check these out. So as you can see, the goddess Ishtar is very powerful, very mystical. Now, what's very interesting is that in my research, I've discovered that I can worship the goddess Ishtar. I mean, of course I can worship any goddess I want. But as many of you know, I have a great devotion to the goddess Isis. Well, guess what? Ishtar is the Babylonian version of Isis. I've done research, and scientists say that Ishtar is the Babylonian form of the goddess Inanna. And Inanna was a Mesopotamian goddess. So Inanna is Ishtar, and Ishtar is Isis. That's right. Now you're going to say, wait, how do we connect all these? Well, ancient scholars have studied the language. The name of Isis is a Greek name. The name of Ishtar and Isis have similarities. In fact, this is where we get the word Easter from. The fertility festival was actually a pagan festival. Ishtar comes from the name of the goddess Ishtar. That's right. And you're going to say, well, how do we tie them in? Well, let me tell you the secret symbol. The secret symbol that ties them all together is none other than the 8-pointed star. You say, really? Well, the Star of Inanna was always drawn this way as an 8-pointed star. The goddess Ishtar also took the exact same star. Now, in Isis, it's a little more challenging because there aren't many direct connections with the star. However, the goddess Isis is known to have a star that represents her, known as the star Sirius, S-I-R-I-U-S, Sirius. The star Sirius is oftentimes depicted in mythology as an 8-pointed star. It's one of the brightest stars in the night sky, or the morning sky. And so goddess Isis symbol of the star of Sirius is also oftentimes represented as the 8-point star. So, for those of you who, like myself, worship the goddess Isis and say, well, gee, am I allowed to use this as, am I betraying Isis by wearing the Star of Ishtar? You know, no, because all the goddesses are connected. Now, interestingly, in the ancient world, it was often said that the goddess Isis was the emanation of all goddesses. So, apart from the connections that we found, even in the ancient mythology, it was believed that from Isis came all the gods and goddesses. She was the sole beginning of all deity. And so Ishtar is Isis, Inanna is Isis. So I want to bring that to you. Now, if you're saying, well, Bob, how do I work with this? What does this mean? Well, one of the simplest ways to work with the Star of Ishtar or the Star of Isis is simply get a pendant. This is one of my pendants, and you can buy these online. Just look up octagram or look up 8-pointed star, and you'll find a number of pendants that look like this. Another name for this sometimes that you can find it under is called the Star of Venus. That's right. Now you're going to say, what? Yes, well, Venus was often called the morning star, and her symbol is also the 8-pointed star. So whether you call it Star of Venus, Star of Ishtar, Star of Isis, or Star of Inanna, we're all talking about the same star, the 8-pointed star, an ancient symbol of the goddess. So basically with the Star of Ishtar, it's believed that by wearing the star, you are aligning yourself with those star energies. You're opening to cosmic consciousness, and you're under the protection of the goddess. Now, other ways you can incorporate the star into your worship or your altar area is if you look, especially right now as we're getting close to the Christmas season, there are many tree topper stars. If you look up tree topper, that's like a star that goes on top of a tree. Look up 8-pointed star tree topper, and you will find a number of these stars. And you can take those and put those in your altar area, and that can be your Star of Ishtar or Star of Isis. Okay, now, another thing that I just found recently, which I think is really, really cool, is I was at Pier 1 recently. By the way, I'm not being endorsed by Pier 1. But look at this cool box that I got. This is a little box that I'm going to be using as my prayer box on my altar. Now, next week on Wednesday, we're going to talk all about prayer boxes and how to work with them. So definitely be back next week for that. But for right now, let me show you this box. If you'll notice on top of this box, hopefully you can see this. Do you see that star? Count the points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is, again, the Star of Ishtar or the Star of Isis. This star still exists today and is used by many people. Now, not a lot of people today know what it means, but don't let that fool you. For those of us in the know who study the ancient ways, we can see in this clearly a magical sign. So this is going to go on my altar to Isis, and what I'm going to do is put prayer petitions in here and have them rest under the mystical Star of Isis or Ishtar, whichever way you want to call it. I call it the Star of Isis because that's who I work with. But it's commonly called Star of Ishtar, Star of Isis, Star of Inanna, or Star of Venus. So there you go. There is our mystical 8-pointed star. Now, you can draw this star, put it on paper, just put it up in your house. One way is, go online, print out an image and frame it, put it on your altar. That's another way to work on it. But traditionally, the Star of Ishtar, wherever it's displayed, represents the power and the presence of the goddess. So I would encourage you, if you feel drawn to this star, go get yourself a pendant and wear it. That's the easiest way to incorporate the Star of Ishtar or the Star of Isis. By the way, happy Wiccan Wednesday. I thought I'd show you, not only am I wearing my Star of Isis today, I'm also wearing my witchcraft shirt. Isn't this great? This is a guy, he's a male witch, and he's down by the water. You can see water here. And he's gathering herbs, and it says witchcraft here. Isn't that wonderful? I thought you guys would like that for a Wiccan Wednesday. Anyways, I want you to tell me today, don't forget before you go, like this video, favorite it, thumbs up, and tell me in the box below, are you familiar with the 8-pointed star? Are you familiar with the octagram or the Star of Ishtar? Have you ever used it in your magical work? Maybe you have a pendant of it. Tell me about that. I want to hear what your thoughts are. And I know some of you are going to say, oh my gosh, Bob, I'm so shocked. I didn't know there was another star. So we got the 5-pointed star, we got the 6-pointed star, we got the 7-pointed star, and now we have the 8-pointed star. And there'll be a few others along the way, but I think that'll give you something to think about for now. By the way, also, I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you to all of you who came into yesterday's video. We had the best time. We had a live messages from the spirit world. And I want to say thank you to all of you who came out. We got a lot of people just so enthusiastic. And I think we're going to do that again next Tuesday. So make sure to be here on Tuesday at 12 p.m. for a live messages from the spirit world. Also, yesterday I revealed, for those of you who weren't there, my newest artwork. And this is my new painting. Oops, we got some glare here. This is called Lunar Biomorph. And I showed this in yesterday's video, but if you weren't there, didn't see it, you can now get this. It's at my website. I know some of you said it wasn't up yesterday. We had some technical problems. It's now posted at my website. Go to PsychicBob.com. Those links will be below in the information box. But you can get your free copy of this. There are directions there how to download it. And you can print it out and save it, put it in a frame. It makes a wonderful housewarming gift for people who love modern art or just for your own room and decor. So I hope that you'll check this out. This is my newest and latest painting called Lunar Biomorph. Get that only at PsychicBob.com. It's only up till this Saturday. On Sunday, a new painting will go up. So make sure to get it. It's limited edition, okay? Thank you so much, guys. I love you. If you want to call me and get on my schedule for a private reading, I am still taking sessions for this month. Give me a call, 703-825-3929 is my office number. That's the easiest way to reach me. Put that in your cell phone. Again, PsychicBob, 703-825-3929. You can also write to me at my official email, which is in the box below, which is PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. See the link below. You guys, thanks for being here. May all of you have a blessed and joyful Wiccan Wednesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Thursday for Vlog Thursday. Not sure where we're going, but we'll have an adventure. We'll see you then. I love you guys. Till tomorrow, may all of you always blessed